Hello everybody, Gametastic Goomba coming at you guys with a Let's Play that I thought you guys would enjoy quite a bit. I personally thought you guys would enjoy this because, well, they always say play one of your favorite games, right? Well, I thought personally to play this game that I have played on my previous channel, but I never actually did to like the full extent of commentary. I only did it with I did it a long time ago with a camcorder, and then I did it once again when I actually had a capture card, but I never actually did it on commentary. Only the last world or so was commentary. So we have Spyro the Dragon for the PlayStation 1. This game is obviously amazing. Once again, I can't hear the game. I'm not wearing a headset. I have my blue snowball hooked up. So if you guys think the quality is better, remember, give it a thumbs up because I personally can't tell. Anyways, let's get on with the story. Starting things off, let's go to the world of dragons.
Okay, rolling.
Oh, it's been peaceful here in the Five Worlds, or is it six? For a dragon's age. We now have 12,000 treasure, or is it 14,000?
What about this Gametastic character? Now I understand he's found a magic spell to turn gems into warriors for his cause.
I'll take that question. Nasty North is a sick vampire. He has been contained in a remote world and is no threat to the Dragon King. No threat! Besides, how ugly that does it!
Looks like I've got some things to do.
So that pretty much does it for the intro. Dragons ticked off a guy known as Nasty Nork. Spyro, being the only dragon left because he's so tiny, has to save the world. Okay, so before we get playing, I have a few things I'm going to say. Each video is going to be between 10 and 15 minutes, so you can look forward to that. Okay, so if you hold down triangle, you can look. If you press circle, you flame, square is to charge, X is to jump. If you press X again while jumping, you glide, and if you press triangle, you drop. L1 and R1 can roll you, depending on which side of the controller. R will obviously move you to the right. And then L2 and R2 just rotate the camera. You can either play with the D-pad or the analog stick, and the other analog stick, the right analog stick I should say, doesn't do anything. So, let's hit this dragon.
Thank you for releasing this Spyro. Free 10 dragons in the Artisan Home. Then find a balloonist. He'll transport you to the next world.
What about Nasty Nork? I'm going after him.
Find dragons first. That's all I can tell you.
One dragon. So yeah, our mission is to get dragons. Oh yeah, if we press start, we have the inventory. The homeworld of the artisans has 100 gems and 4 dragons. We currently have 1 dragon, no gems, and our life count is 4. So to save the game, you can also jump on this pad, but I'm not going to do that right now because you never know if the save file is going to be or the data is going to be lost in the process of playing the game. So Delvin.
Where's Nasty Nork? I'll torch him.
Keep your horns on, Spyro! You have much to learn first. Do you know what the dragonfly following you is doing? His name is Sparks, and he's helping and protecting you. Keep an eye on him and see what I mean.
Ah, so Sparks the Dragonfly, yes. As we take damage, Sparks will change color, and depending on what color he is, you know, how much life we have left. Unlike the rival game Crash Bandicoot, which I did do on my Solar Warlock channel back in the past. I think it's been a little over a year that since I did that game. You only have one hit before you die, and then you find Aku Aku and get masked. This game is slightly easier. Sometimes the controls are a little harder though because it's more of a 3D game than it is a 2D game, more like Crash was. Even though Crash had like the 3D feel to it, it really wasn't that 3D because you just couldn't go to like open world environments like this. So we do have a world here known as Dark Hollow. I might do that later, but we have to gather everything in this world first. Well, technically we don't have to. I just like to. I don't like to do a Spyro level without finishing it. In later Spyro games, such as Spyro 2, which I did have some of it up on my channel, and like Enter the Dragonfly and things like that, you do have to backtrack an awful lot. And that can be a pain in the butt, which I don't like, but still, it's not any more difficult. It's just, you know, gives you something to do back in the old world. So we have another dragon. Let's see who it is. We have Argus.
Cool flash. Do that again.
The Artisan's boss is through a portal in the Dragon Mouth. But you are not yet ready, Spyro. First you must complete one of the other Artisan lands.
Boss world, but we have to complete a world to get in there? I wonder what that could be. So anyways, looks like we got some more of these Nork minions over here. Oh yes, the sheep are fodder. If you take damage, you can flame the sheep and eat the butterfly. In later installments of the series, you can actually get lives from picking up the butterflies, but in this one, you can't. You get lives from those little chests that I had shown you earlier when we were in the maze. And last dragon, personally my favorite in here, let's grab him. We have Thomas.
Hey, Spyro, press the jump button twice to glide. And don't be afraid.
Afraid? Of what?
Falling from high mountain peaks, plummeting into prehistoric glaciers.
That.
Oh man, that guy is so funny. But yeah, I'm just gonna do games that I personally really enjoy. Like, I'm not gonna do games on my channel until I'm comfortable with them. Like, there's a lot of RPGs I want to play for you guys, like such as Tales of Xillia, Ni no Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch. I'm actually getting my knowledge from Sephiroth on that Let's Play. He hasn't uploaded in a while due to personal reasons, so I haven't really gotten to see much more of the game yet. But if you do have time, check him out. Another guy who's in the slumps, which I'm sure could use some support, because he is a really nice guy, and that's Shy Guy with the Lazy Eye. He has some pretty good content out there. He's currently doing Master Quest with Zelda. That's pretty cool. I highly suggest you guys check it out. Very good commentary too. Like, he's just awesome. Another guy is Taju22. If you want to check him out, he's doing. Let me think here. He's doing Skyward Sword, if I'm not mistaken, and he has New Super Mario Bros. Wii, I think, up on Much Games Guides. Now, we're at the 8-minute mark, and I want to get a level done. So, what I'm thinking here is we can actually go to Dark Hollow. Yes, the first world is Stonehill, if you want to go in order. But personally, I think Dark Hollow over here is just a better fit for beginning level, due to the fact that it has lower amounts of everything to collect, and the enemies generally don't do as much here. So, going to our inventory, we have 100 gems yet again, but this time only 3 dragons. And we are introduced to some new mechanics, like shielded enemies can only be defeated by charging into them. Some games, I don't know if this one, I think you might be able to, but if you flame them from behind, or when they open up their shield, you can actually defeat them. I'd say kill, but, you know, we're trying to keep this PG. So yeah, those guys can't be charged into, and can only be flamed. It looks like we already have our first dragon, and his name is Albin.
Oh, it's you. I wasn't sure if you'd escape those annoying little creatures. Of course, they wouldn't bother me, but here's a hint. Metal armor is fireproof, but a charge attack will take care of it.
Thank you for the good advice, Albin. Something that I already went over. Okay, so this chest over here, before you guys ask me what it is, it clearly is a chest that you need a key to open. The key is usually found later on in the level, and you just have to backtrack a little bit and, you know, just walk up to it and it opens it. These guys can only be defeated by flaming them from behind, but these are not the enemies that I was talking about that from flaming them from behind, because it's literally the only way to defeat them. These guys will not hurt you, but they will bounce you back, and then they'll usually turn like keep walking towards you, so it gets annoying. But 2 out of 3 dragons, and we have Oswin.
Spyro, want to know a secret? Use the triangle button when you want to zoom in and look around.
Oh, your secret's safe with me.
Ah, yes, Oswin. Thank you for the advice, sir. Ah, yes, all the dragons are male, which is funny because in the Spyro universe, at least in this series, all dragons are male. Yet there clearly are dragon eggs. There are female dragons later on in the Spyro series, but not in the first 3. The ones that were later made for the GameCube, PlayStation 2, and Xbox introduced female dragons such as Ember, Cinder, stuff like that. But it was weird because there were female characters in the Spyro series, actually lots of female characters. But the silly thing was, is none of them were actually dragons. And this tubby guy over here has got to be defeated, giving us a sapphire with 5 freaking gems. That's amazing. And aw, you're a cheapskate compared to your friend over there that we defeated. Yeah, you know, because killing lizards is the way to go, right? Okay, see, here's another one of those one-ups that I was talking to you about. I wouldn't say lives are super easy to get in this game because you have to farm previously defeated enemies to get lives faster. But at the same time, I'm pretty sure, unless you're a terrible Spyro player, or just very unlucky, or have very bad hand-eye coordination, then I'm pretty sure you're not going to need very many one-ups, or lives in this case. One-ups are more of a Mario thing. Yes, I watched too many Mario hacks. And oh yes, we still have to go get the chest, but first let's get Darius Rucker.
Big enemies like this Gnorc with a club cannot be charged, but a quick flame, that should defeat them.
Thank you, Darius. Anyways, we have to go get the chest. Now, there are 2 ways to leave the level once you beat it. You can either just exit out that exit portal, or you can just press start, go to the menu, and then exit out. Or, well, you know, exit level. So that brings us to 100 out of 100. So we can now leave the level, adding another 100 gems to our total. I like how it's like the 1 sapphire in there. Just 1 little sapphire. So anyways, I think that does it for today's episode. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. I know it's fun to play this game. And in the next episode, hopefully we can actually take on what I like to know, be known as Stonehill. Hope you guys all enjoyed, and peace out. Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe.